MC Mikey. Sup guys, it's Mike. It's time for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle review. Let's get right into it, because otherwise this is going to be like an hour video. First of all, you're talking to someone who wore out the videotape. Okay, I watched this original movie so many times. It's implanted in here. I can't get rid of it. So, having said that, let's continue. The biggest thing that stands out to me in this is the beginning is so boring. It's so long and just takes forever to get going somewhere, and you're just like, give us some, come on. And I'm like even nudging my brother like, are we gonna get anything here? Is something gonna happen? What's going on? Come on. We're waiting for turtles, and then they give you turtles. Okay, so when the turtles are on screen, it's awesome. Like, I'm just smiling, just loving it. It's just cool. When you see them, at least when I saw them on screen, talking, moving, and everything, just all this stuff leading up on criticisms, how it's going to be, their design, it was gone. It was awesome. Speaking of design, actually, I think I know what happened when they released that first trailer and it showed the gag where Michelangelo takes off his mask. No, chill, it's just a mask. See, right? And I think what they were going for there is he was supposed to look goofy without his mask on. Like, that was the joke. It was going to be funny that he took his mask off. Whoa, and he's weird looking. And so, but then they gave us that as the first look at, these are what the turtles are going to look like. And we're just like, no, why with the nose? And it's really not bad. I don't know. I don't not like it. It's the whole movie. I didn't care about their noses. You see what I'm saying? Oh, and they gave me what I was hoping for. Some Master Splinter action. That fight was cool. That was cool. I liked watching him moving, fighting, being a character, which sucks because then he's done. Like, you get to see him fight and move, and then he's gone for the rest of the movie. The rest of the time, he's knocked out. Vern. Oh, what do we say? I don't know. I could have done without Vern. The movie would have been the exact same movie without that character, I think. Actually, what makes that funny is when they go off of the cliff and Michelangelo's like, Leo, April, that other guy. That made that joke good. Do you guys remember Secret of the Ooze when they call April at the studio and that guy answers it and he's like, it says his name's Danny. To me, that guy has always been Vern. I don't know why. I don't think it says that anywhere or anything, but that's who I pictured, I guess. He's supposed to be like her competition, you know, not her friend. But then we got April. Well, we got Megan Fox. Okay, fine. I'll take that for what it is. But honestly, I don't hate it because it's Megan Fox, but whoever cast that role, she's too young. She looks too young to me. Like, I get she's supposed to be like maybe starting her career or something, but she's not. She doesn't look old enough. You know what I mean? To me, at least. Hey, just that's me. And then we get Robo Shredder. I think what they should have did, okay, hindsight's 20/20, I know, but they should have had a regular suit like Shredder, like just old school Shredder, straight up, just plain Shredder, come in and fight Splinter in that lair scene. Would have been so awesome. It would have made way more sense because apparently if he didn't have that robo suit, Splinter just would have whipped him. Because he was holding his own against those blades of flying. I don't like saying I could do without characters, but why Karai? Like, it was cool it was Karai, but why? She had no story. She was just there, and when she was there, she was like just getting smashed, like slammed into things and beat up. Like, at least put her in. I would, I kind of wanted to see her fight the turtles at some point, or see some martial arts skills from her at some point. But she kind of just gave orders and reported to Shredder. So she's sort of Tatsu in this. Now, for the guy, the main event, the person who they invented to be the villain in this epic story, Eric Sachs. Guys, what are you doing? Perfect setup. Baxter Stockman all day. I mean, it would have worked perfectly. I think they wanted him to be Shredder, and they realized how dumb that was, but then they put Shredder in, and then he just had like a scratched up face and was in the shadows for no reason. So you don't know really what he's controlling. The Foot Clan? I don't know. You don't really see Foot Clan. You see like some dudes just randomly scattered in there to shoot at him. Which is, there's a very cringe-worthy part of the movie where Raph stands up and goes, "We're bulletproof," and just taking him right to the chest, and it's like, you could be getting shot in the face. Get down. And that was like too much. I did say I liked this movie. I thought I liked this movie until I started explaining all this stuff. I swear I liked the movie. It was funny. The action was good action. When they're all looking at the monitors at the beginning where they're watching the city, and then they got Mikey at the end watching the cat play chopsticks with chopsticks. He's like, oh man. They actually got probably the biggest laugh the whole time, I think. I do think the Turtles were done well. I liked their voice actors, and even Knoxville was okay. I kind of forgot it was him after he first said hello on the roof. Hello. Welcome to Jackass. He didn't need to say hello there. He did okay though. It was good. And their characters could have been a little more developed, I think. Because like Raph gets into this whole thing at the end where he's blabbering on about how he's always angry and running off and stuff, where he didn't really do that very much in this movie. So that's kind of like, they worked a lot off of, hope you guys know who the Turtles are already. Because Donnie had the tech on his back, which was cool. I actually liked that. I wish he would have used it more too. Like his staff that could like compress and if he had like lights on the back that could like blind somebody while he was fighting them or something. And Mikey was funny. He had the jokes. Leonardo kind of leads. I guess at one point he tells them what to do, but then doesn't really have any authority. And then Raph was like, do what Leo says. Yeah. And then they're like, okay, cool, let's do that. Now I must pick apart the origin a little bit. Basically, you don't get Splinter. Like, you get Splinter the way that you want to see him. That's the way I was hoping to see him. But there's no explanation for him to be that way. They were trying so hard to get April to be a bigger, involved character that they just took away any backstory for Splinter at all. I mean, completely took out Hamato Yoshi. Just, see ya. No Asian roots. He literally finds the book in the sewer and it's like, ninjutsu. Okay, let's learn this. I taught myself. It just made me think of Raph. So, you guys study the Bridge Book of Ninja Fighting. Oh, really? How you guys expect to beat me? Good answer. Good answer. Well, I'm thinking maybe they got like advanced training videos later on at some point or something. I guess if you're willing to accept the pet rat that learns ninjutsu, I mimicked his movements from my cage. But then I guess you can suppose when he starts actually being able to learn, he can pick up on it. That's what I'm telling myself. Now, the mutagen. They kept the properties of the original movie where you have to be an animal of some sort and you turn humanoid, which I do not like. it takes away from Splinter, his story, but it also takes away our chances of ever having Bebop and Rocksteady, the dopey, goofy gang members that get captured and get changed into Bebop and Rocksteady. You can't have that with this type of mutagen. You have to be able to see, okay, mutagen 101, the way the ooze works. In the cartoon, the last living thing that you touch becomes a part of you. So like the turtles in the sewer, the last thing they touched was Hamato Yoshi as a human, as he was cleaning them off. And then the last thing he touched was rats running through the sewer. That's why he became part rat. So in the movies, they switched that up and just made them all animals. And I believe that's why they couldn't do Bebop and Rocksteady in Secret of the Ooze, which they wanted to. They ended up using Toka and Razar. I think they could still do it and make more mutants somehow, but they're going to just have to basically do whatever they want. They don't need an explanation to do anything in this universe, so they'll just do it anyway. So hopefully we still get our characters like we want them, but it may not make sense, I guess. There are a couple of throwbacks to the original. If you caught the pizza landing on Splinter's head, that was kind of cool, you know. It slices, it dices, it makes french fries in 10 different whoops. And also, they fought Shredder on a rooftop. Kind of cool. They never put him in disguise, though. I thought they should have did that. I think there's even a toy I saw with Raph in the trench coat. They never did that in the movie. I was waiting for it. Now, it's the big finish. I already mentioned in my review of the trailer, the first trailer, that it sounded like it was going to be Amazing Spider-Man. And then they delivered to us, literally, Amazing Spider-Man with the gas on top of the building going to be released. Oh no, the lizard's coming. Like, it was exactly the same thing. My advice, if you're going to take the idea from another movie, at least attempt to deliver it in a different way somehow. Let's just brainstorm real quick what else we could have done. How about if there was like a rocket, it's going to blast off and it's going to explode over the city and release all the stuff like that, and they gotta shut it down before it launches. There could be of that or something like that it's going to spill. Like it could be even it's going to be a part of the sewer even, and it'll dump over into the water supply, and they gotta stop it before it mixes with the water supply and contaminates the whole city. You could make fun of the people who think that the government's trying to spread chemicals with like jet streams, and so Donnie calculates right when the planes are going to go over and release all the stuff, so they gotta catch up to him with the turtle blimp. Yes, they could have had the turtle blimp. Awesome! See, I could be writing this stuff, man. You know, you guys, I'm right here. If you need help, just hit me up. Don't be scared. At the end of the day, I did like it. I loved the movie because I love the turtles, and I want to see them in any incarnation you can come up with. So it was cool to be able to go to the movies and see a turtle movie in the theater. It was PG-13, which worked for it. There was still rows of 6-year-olds at the movies when I went, so it's super kid friendly. I mean, they're gonna make toys for it and everything still, so you know, you gotta see it like that. It's not gonna make a dark, gritty Turtles. It's not gonna be rated R like the Punisher with blood squirting. It's not gonna be made like that. So I like what they did with it. I accept it for what it is, and I'm definitely gonna go see it again. I loved it. Go check it out. I think I'm done here. Peace. And then, like Raph said, he was all cowabunga. I'm sure I'm gonna see it 1,000 times and figure out how I like it and dislike it even more. Okay, for the sequel, when we do it, because it's been announced, just get to the Turtles. That's all I'm saying. Just give us the Turtles. That's what we want. That's what makes the movie, okay? We don't care about April. She's cool. She's a filler character. She gives us a connection to the surface, I guess, kind of. But let's get some robots in there, you know. If you want to do that, you can give us Baxter Stockman with some mousers this time. We can capture, the gang members to be Bebop and Rocksteady. The beginning of the movie has to start out with action. Make a chase scene. The gang members are running through the city and they're gonna steal the old lady's purse, and they turn down an alleyway and these things drill up through the ground, and he slams against the dumpster, and then the metal whip grabs him around the neck and it drags him over to where they throw him in the van. And this time let's have foot soldiers, just like dudes dressed up like. We don't need the guns and the shooting. Get the Foot Clan to throw these guys in the van, take off the Baxter Stockmans, and give us Bebop and Rocksteady. Boom. You got a hit. Right there you go. You're welcome.